All right. Before we wrap this up, though, we cannot close this episode out without talking about the "Don't Cuzz Me" incident that happened at Boss Mack podcast.
Hey, how many years ago was that?
That was that 2024 or 2023?
That was like
three
last year.
3.
It
Well,
was like 2 years, bro.
it's been
A year, some change, almost 2.
Okay, almost 2.
Yeah.
So that means it was in 2023.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, that shit got pretty intense on camera. I like the way Boss Mack clicked off the camera and had it on him, and his reaction was like worth a million words.
Man, that nigga Boss Mack was screaming.
And I think most of us really don't know what happened.
Yeah.
And that's good because that stuff ain't really for the internet.
Nothing happened.
See. The thing is, like shortly after that, somebody wanted to go, have me and him get on camera like immediately the day after, and that, I'm like, nah, that ain't a good idea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because for one, you don't want to get an understanding. Evidently, it was a misunderstanding. So if you want to get back on camera, you should get an understanding first.
Right.
And then hop on camera. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't content. Everything, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you were handing the headphones to the other dude that was sitting on the other side of Munchie.
Yeah.
Munchie thought you were talking to him, right? But you were actually talking to.
Hey, let me get this clear.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
Get your shit off.
all right.
Get
He
your
say,
shit off.
all right. He say he the only crip in the room. So, all right, of course I'm talking to him. No, them Hoovers, they Cuzz also.
Yeah, that's true.
And I done heard out of my own ear. Poke, he groove in Cuzz for sure.
For sure.
Like them. So that could have. But earlier that day, I whatchamacallit,
We had a conversation.
yeah, about the Cuzz thing, right? But the whole thing is that I got a lesson out of that, right? And I told my uncle, double up from what I know, a couple of people that especially on camera, I shouldn't have even been taking it that serious. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
you put the first thing I thought you politely just said, "Don't cuzz me." That's what started it.
So, if I'm gonna keep it G, now that we can all talk about it,
right.
me and bro, we already. So prior, so we already did a video to the round table, and I think that next day, we was doing that other video, right? On the come up, whatever. And I think I'm on the phone, but me and bro, we was, we had a couple drinks, whatever, and I'm around, bro. I'm just around, bro, and I'm being myself, cuz this, cuz that, and truthfully, bro did whatever he said. Hey, bro, like you ain't gotta
Off camera.
Yeah, it's off camera.
Correct.
Bro, like, hey, bro, you don't got to do all that around me type, And at the time, I'm like, I respected it, but then at the end of the day, I'm like, all right, for sure.
Okay.
Like, but I'm going to say cuz regardless. But bro definitely said that. That's why on camera, when we talk to certain people, they making it like, oh, Munchie pressed you. Like, nah, it wasn't the press. Bro just let me know, like, hey, I'm a dumb move, fool. You ain't got to say cousin around me so much. But at the end of the day, I'm who I am, So when we get on camera or whatever, bro happened to be sitting next to me, and I think it was Boogaloo.
Boogaloo, me, you,
Right.
and whoever else on the other
So
side of you.
Boogaloo asked for the headphones. He like, let me see that. Headphones. Munchie happened to be in the middle of me and Boogaloo. I'm like, here, cuz. Like, Munchie like, oh, who said cuz? And it wasn't, when it came to me and bro, it was never nothing personal to where I intentionally try to, but
let me stop you at that point.
Go ahead.
You could have just said, I wasn't talking to you much, I was talking to Boogaloo, but you didn't say that.
I didn't.
You kind of just stood on it.
Nah, he like me.
To make the point.
Easy.
Yeah.
I had to. At the moment.
Okay.
That's how I looked at it at the time.
No. I think him being the only crip,
Exactly.
he felt like he had to make his presence felt and like
100%.
So you would have felt that it would have been a mark out to say, oh, no, I wasn't talking to you, Munchie, I was talking to Boogaloo.
Nah, I don't think it would have been a mark out, but I do think, because in my mind at the time, I feel like if I'm the only person saying cuz and you know that I'm here, I felt like I'm trying to think for bro. You feel me? Like
nigga, basically, you know who the hell said it.
Like, nigga, you know I'm here.
Yeah.
Type shit. But bro wasn't thinking that way, and neither was I. You feel me? But in my mind, that's why when he said, who said cuz? I'm like, me, Beezy. because I'm expecting it to be.
No, I said who Cuzz Me.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
that's what you said.
Yeah.
You said who cousin me?
So you basically are saying Munchie knows who the hell cussed him. I'm sitting right next to him, but he questioning me because he wants to know what my answer.
No.
Nah,
But he wasn't cussing me though. He was talking to the
Boogaloo.
Boogaloo. But see, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you keep going.
Nah, it was more so at the time. Like, obviously, me and bro got to know each other a little more. We chopped it up. In that moment, I felt as if I'm saying cuz,
It shouldn't be a problem.
nigga, not even that. You should know who it is if I'm the only Crip around. You know? Because Poke there, but
Yeah, Poker's sitting
I never heard Poke
across.
say cuz or nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He more groovy and all that shit. You feel me? But that's why I was like, me, Beezy. But I wasn't saying it on, I'm trying to press, bro. I'm more so like, hey, it's me, Beezy. Like, you know, like I'm here. But obviously at that moment, we wasn't, you know, we didn't see the same shit. You know, I wasn't saying it in the sense of, nigga, I'm a Crip. You got to respect this and that's that. It was more like, bro, it's me, Beezy.
Yeah, but no, you did. You like you got to get used to that, cuz.
No, I did.
Yeah.
After a while, I definitely said that. That's after, you know, when we get in a conversation. Because you like, nah, I'm a Damu. I ain't going to blood you. But I'm telling bro, like,
But
bro.
you can, like, you ain't tripping.
Hey,
Right.
Hey, I want to ask BC though. Was you surprised of how quick and aggressive Munchie just kind of, just moved right into your face, and at that point, Boss Mack moved the camera angle so we couldn't see, but we saw that Munchie was like
Alright.
face to face.
Bro's tripping.
Yeah, and we were all like, "Damn, Munch." Well, how was you feeling?
I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised because the type of nigga bro is, I expect it. You know what I'm saying? Am I saying that like I enticed it? Nah. But where we come from, what we stand on, you know, bro from a predominantly blood city. So I already know when it come to Crips, it's like a slippery slope, you know?
Yeah,
So I knew that it could be friction at the end of the day. So I didn't expect bro to react how he did, but I wasn't surprised. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but see, the thing is, today it wouldn't be a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I got keyways I'll be around, and then
We just didn't know each other that well at the time.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy KK from West Boulevard. KK be cousin all day and all. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm kind of glad that happened though, cause I think that was a teachable moment though.
Nah, for sure.
For me.
Me
Like,
too.
Like so, I'm glad it happened though. Then especially if I'm about to be on some podcast shit, you know what I mean? Like that ain't etiquette to be on camera anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and I'll say this: Munchie has said multiple times, either on Rich at Heart or on Straight Politicking, that he, I guess, regrets his actions because he's got a daughter
Right.
that he's trying to be an example to, and they're watching their dad, you know, turn up over a word.
Right. Right. And in the grand scheme of things, to the world that look dumb, but they don't know our world like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So especially to my daughter, when she was like 16, she 18 now, 16, 17. So like, and I'll be on her bumper by every little thing. So I'm tweaking on her about little shit, and I'm tripping on some shit talking about some dumb cousin.
Right.
And she seen it. She got a phone.
Now, what was interesting was the debates that followed. Munchie was right. No, Beezy was right. Munchie was wrong. Beezy was wrong. There didn't seem to be any agreement on who was right and who was wrong, and most of the time it fell along color lines. Most of the Crips were on your side. Most of the Bloods was on his side, but there were a couple Crips that agreed with Munch, and there were a couple Bloods that agreed with you. But it just seemed like there was no clear understanding or agreement on who was right and who was wrong on that.
Hey, well, I don't think they agreement what they agree on is important anyway. The people in play got it figured out, and then I think that was the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? And I know for sure in 24 or 48 hours I wasn't about to hop on camera and acting like this is the Jerry Springer show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Without getting no understanding. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then like the person that wanted to holler and sit us down, I don't think that would have been a person to do it anyway. We met on like different terms, like through the homie Champ and Honcho and them, like that. If anything, that would have been, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like so, yeah, that's what that is.
What was your reaction to the conversations that followed what happened?
To be honest, when it came to like the internet response, I didn't give a fuck about that, you know. But I did, you know. I got homies that was like, "Hey, bro, like you was wrong, bro." Like, you know, obviously at the time, I'm like, "Bro, shut the fuck up." Like, this nigga Don move. Like, what you talking about? You know. But as I grew and progressed, like I have been to prison, been to county jail, and I know it is a certain respect line. You know, in the heat of that moment, I didn't want to hear none of that.
You did more time in the pen than I did. You say you did 6?
I did 6.5, almost 7.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
So, my homies was calling, like, hey, some of them like, yeah, bro, but then there's some like, hey, fool, you was wrong. Like, you know, at the time, I'm like, bro, because at the time, I'm looking at it like from a Crips perspective. You feel me? Like a ignorant Crip. I'm gonna say that. You feel me? Like, bro, this is a dumb move. Like, regardless of what I said to him, bro, it's whatever. Like, don't tell me I'm wrong. You feel me? But as I grew and matured and I got to know bro more, it was like, all right, I could have handled that a little differently. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, we didn't have the relationship that we got now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At that time, it was more. I'm not gonna say it was challenging, but it was more like, bro, I'm a Crip. This what it is. You and Don Moo, that's what's up. And I never really ran into no Inglewood Bloods to where I know what they standing on. It was one dude I met, matter of fact, from your section, Tiny Ball. I was in camp with him. You know, he the only dude I ever really met for real from Inglewood families, and that was my guy. But personally, on the streets, I never ran into no Inglewoods. I'm from Compton, you know? So I'm looking at it like it's cool because I went to school with these dudes. I understand what it is.
If I was Champ,
Uh-huh.
who was basically the organizer of all of this, and I'm bringing dudes from different sides, and I hope this is a lesson for Champ. I would have sat you guys down day one, maybe broke bread with you guys, have a conversation, laugh it up.
Right.
Before I put you guys on camera together. Before you guys are on camera together.
No, I don't think Champ Felly had to do that because before then we was in the studios and shit together.
But
Right.
you,
know what I'm saying?
but when you guys were in the studio, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys didn't really bond.
No,
it was just work.
We was dialoguing. We was dialoguing and hollering and shit. I just didn't feel like it was to the point be Cuzz Me and all that little shit at the time. But
Yeah.
we was conversating, dialoguing it.
Oh, we was smooth.
Everything like during the studio sessions and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think that situation was just a moment that we
It was
had.
bravado.
Also,
Yeah.
I know you was drinking a little bit that day, Munch.
I was too.
You too. Huh?
Yeah.
We gotta also say alcohol may have played a role in this, right?
Definitely played a role.
Yeah.
It intensified things.
Yeah.
No, I did.
So let's talk about how did we get to the point where you guys are sitting here today. You guys obviously connected,
No, that's
talked. Let's talk about that first step.
Bumped heads a couple times, had conversations during our encounters after that, crossing paths, cause shit, we both dealt with Champ, you know what I'm saying, doing music, et cetera, and shit, chopped it up and shit. We got to know each other better, you know what I'm saying? We more
Right.
familiar with each other, way more familiar, cause like I said, how long it's been since then? Like a year and a half?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a year.
Yeah, so a year and a half crossing paths with each other since then, you know what I'm saying? And chopping it up, dialoguing and shit like that.
Yeah, it was more like, for me as adults, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm active shooters. I'm a part of that movement. You know what I'm saying? And bro, be around all the time. So I'm not gonna be around bro and act like we got some beef and we got a mutual friend in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? Even after that, I reached out to bro a couple times, and I'm gonna keep it G, bro. Like, bro, I ain't trying to talk. All right, cool. But eventually, bro, finally like, nah, we can holler. Like, what's happening? All right, bet. We come to a conclusion. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I think the internet made me and bro's situation more than what it really was. Because at the end of the day, bro gangster, I'm the same on my end. We just from two different sides of the flag. So I think for me it was more pride. Like, he a Don move, I'm a Crip. Like, bro, fuck it, whatever, you know. But as time progresses, like, nah, bro, it's smooth. We ain't got no beef. Like, we could talk about this. And then Champ, Honcho, all my from, my group, active shooters, they like, bro, that shit ain't serious, bro. It ain't nothing. All right, bet. So when I see bro, I didn't even know Munchie was cool about it after. I went down, I did a little time for some shit. As soon as I seen bro, the first thing he say was, "Oh, I see you out." Like, good to see you home. And I think that opened up the, like, oh, bro, we good. What's happening? Like, and then from there, it was never, me and bro never really had a conversation about it was more like, that's water under the bridge. It happened. You real, I'm real.
Let's move forward.
Let's move forward. That's it. We ain't never really discussed it. It's just because it really wasn't nothing. It was just a situation,
Yeah, and you made a point about the internet made it bigger than what it was, and that's why they say the internet is undefeated, because it does have a way of taking certain issues, topics, and magnifying them.
Right.
Because everyone's trying to get content, everyone's trying to blow up their channels. So I don't know how many times people reacted to that incident, but that is the part of the internet that's undefeated. I don't know whoever came up with that slogan, whoever made that phrase up. I hope he trademarked it, because it is so true. Yeah, the internet is undefeated when it comes to these things.
It's the truth.
So last question on this.